is a story time of how I committed the most ultimate crime against my mom's rules. And you're not ready for this. No. So there I was in pre-primary. Every single day, my mom would pick me up at 1 p.m. Every single day. But then, one day, she said the most unimaginable thing possible. She said, Diabo, you're staying for afternoon classes. I said, what? What? Come on. Why? Why me? Why us? Why them? So I thought to myself, no ways, no how, no way, Jose. And then I planned a great plan. I said, at 1 p.m., I'm not staying here. So after school, when 1 p.m. hit, I grabbed my bag and my little legs and left. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I walked home like the independent queen. I was. I managed to get home safely, but obviously there was no one there. But I was free. I was free, living my best life. And then I got bored. So I decided, I wonder if my neighbors are home. And I pranced over there like I didn't illegally just walk home from school without telling my mom. So I went to my neighbor's house and the food, oh my gosh. I knew I went there at the right time. Oh my gosh, the food, spectacular. The energy was giving, the joy. Absolutely not permanent. We laughed, we played, we had fun. I enjoyed myself. That was my kid Zimba. But then I decided to go home, obviously, because it dawned on me, Diabo, you walked home illegally. Your mom does not know. Well, she knew that. So obviously, I decided to go home. And the way my heart dropped from the ceiling when I saw my mom's car in the driveway. Oh my gosh. And then that's when I realized, oh my gosh, I did not think this through. Those Disney Channel movies were getting to me. I walked into the house and my nanny, y'all, she looked at me and said, Diabo, where were you? We were about to call the police. The police on you. Girl, where have you been? I said, girl, I don't want to stay for afternoon classes. That's not where I want it. That's not where I belong. That's not where I belong. She said, well, you better go in there. You better go in there and tell your mama a big, big, big apology. Otherwise, we're both gonna be in trouble. And I don't know why I thought I should take advice to walk and go and apologize to an African mother after doing something that she told you should not do. Worst advice ever. That I'll never, ever follow at my big age. I walked into my mom's bedroom and then she looked at me, guys. The look that she gave me sent me back to heaven where I was manufactured. Did I not get the biggest beating, the biggest hiding of my life? I was, things happen there. What? Unforgetful. That's what I'm telling you now. That's how much it was engraved in my memory. The next morning, I woke up like the queen I was, regardless of the circumstances. Walked into the fridge and guess what? There it was. The big juicy burger that my mom bought for me. African moms don't apologize. They just feed you. I learned 2 lessons that day. First, never walk home without your parents' permission. And second thing, always check the fridge after getting that kwantwa on the twatwa.
Tell me why people in my class are so energetic at 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, they're all laughing, having fun, whilst I look like an ugly rat. They're looking fresh as a daisy, just came out the freaking shower, and I look like, I haven't slept in months. I also get cranky in the mornings because stupid school and my alarm interrupted my lovely dream with Shrek.
My mom gave birth to me when she was 17. Yeah, I know how that sounds. From what I've heard, she used to sleep around so much in high school that she doesn't even know who my father is. But she eventually found out, and I can't believe this well-known former YouTuber is my father. As a woman in her teens, she was definitely not willing to raise a child. But my grandparents didn't allow her to get an abortion. As a result, she was forced to take care of me. She was the opposite of a good mother. If I was crying, she would put on loud music and pretend that didn't exist. There were nights when I had to go to bed hungry because she refused to breastfeed me and I wouldn't eat anything else. Thankfully, my grandparents noticed this and took me under their care. My mother was happy to stay away from me and went back to her type of lifestyle. She moved out into a dorm to prepare for college. My grandmother took proper care of me at home and my grandfather would take me to the park often. He had a surgery done on his hip so he wasn't able to move that much but always made sure to play with me. I consider them my real parents and will always be grateful to them. When I was 4 years old, they hired a babysitter to take care of me because they had to attend a wedding. On their way back, they had a terrible accident and unfortunately didn't make it. As a kid at the time, I didn't know that my life was about to become a living hell. I cried for days and days. The house was in my mother's name so she moved back. It's like she was happy that her parents were gone, because she began having late night parties in the house literally a week later. She became the queen of her college because she had an empty house where everyone could hang out and do substances. At that time I still wasn't over the passing of my real parents so I would cry violently in my room. Sometimes my cries would reach downstairs and I guess her friends asked about it because she would barge into my room with anger on her face and put tape over my mouth. Then she would proudly say, "If you keep crying I'll throw you out the window." So I would cover my mouth with my hands and cry with a muffled voice. I remember having to beg her for food because she would always be hungover. After a few months of this kept repeating, she became fed up with me and took me to another state. I was excited because I thought we were finally going to spend time as a family. Guess what she did? She left me on the front door of an orphanage and drove off. Little did she know that would be the start of her downfall. I thought I got left on the door of an orphanage, but it turns out some big African American man was taking care of me now. He gave me a cupcake and he was very nice. He introduced himself as EDP 445. He told me he was going to help me get revenge on my mom by starting egg.
Planet Earth, come on and sing it with me. The words relate to the key. If it's a pattern,